But first this, we're expecting to learn new information soon about the two students accused of killing a classmate and wounding 8 others inside a Colorado charter school. 18-year-old Kendrick Castillo died in the attack inside STEM school Highlands Ranch. Now, witnesses say he was shot trying to stop one of the shooters. 2 of the wounded students are reported in serious condition.
Police identified one suspect as 18-year-old Devin Erickson. The other, who is legally underage, has not been named. This happened about 8 miles from Columbine High School, where 12 students and a teacher died in a shooting 20 years ago last month. David Begnaud is near STEM School Highlands Ranch, just south of Denver. David, good morning.
John, good morning. When the first call came into 911, it was taking a while to get information about exactly what was happening. That's the front door of the school behind me, and we're told there's heavy security. In fact, we had a crew here last November who said they had to go through a metal detector when they went into the school. So how was this gunman able to get in with a weapon? Things were actually happening fast. The first shot was fired. The first call to 911 was made. A deputy arrived on scene within 2 minutes, and students became heroes as they engaged the gunman, who was their own classmate.
Shots fired in the school, the STEM school.
Chaos and fear are what erupted in the hallways of STEM school in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, as the gunshots rang out.
We heard like really big bangs, which I assume are gunshots.
Everyone was sort of spread out across the room, just hiding.
Police say 18-year-old Devin Erickson and another student started shooting inside of classrooms just before 2 p.m. local time.
At first I thought it was just a drill, but like as it went on, like I heard yelling, like first younger voice, and then I heard police a little bit later.
Some students tell CBS News 3 classmates, including Kendrick Castillo, tried to take down the gunman. Castillo died. Within 2 minutes, police were at the scene.
We did struggle with the suspects to take them into custody, and they are in custody right now.
The local sheriff says neither Erickson nor the other suspect, who is a minor, was known by law enforcement to be a threat to this community. Police searched Erickson's home yesterday, and they towed a vehicle away from this garage. High school student Michael Schwartz claims that Erickson did, in the past, talk about causing a lot of harm and sadness.
I always thought he was just messing around and stuff, but sometimes he did hint at it here and there.
Love you, son.
Parents were frantic, and they were reunited with their children at a nearby rec center after students were eventually evacuated. Fernando Montoya says his son was shot 3 times, but he was released from the hospital yesterday. He says his son saw the shooting as it happened.
All of a sudden, a guy pulled, I believe, a pistol, I'm not sure, out of like guitar case and started to shoot.
While hundreds of kids began running for safety, there were heroes who emerged from the houses nearby.
The kids were running away from the school, and there were several police officers running toward the school.
Rocco DeChalk lives just a few houses from the school. He says he helped a student who was wounded in the grass near his home.
He had a friend with him. His friend was applying pressure to his back where he was shot.
DeChalk took the student inside his home, bandaged him, and waited for an ambulance to arrive.
The true hero, in my opinion, is his friend, who stayed with him in an active shooting environment and applied pressure to his wound the entire time. He is truly a hero.
Local sheriff agrees with that. He told us yesterday, I fear this may have been much worse had my deputies not gotten here sooner and had the students not gotten involved. Listen, STEM is a school that focuses on science, technology, engineering, and math. There are about 1,800 kids who go here, and it goes from kindergarten to 12th grade. Gail, we haven't heard from the victim's family or the suspect's family, but I'll tell you this. Police removed a vehicle from the suspect's home yesterday, and in big old letters from the back of the car to the front, it read, F Society.
Oh, boy, David, I'm not surprised. Thank you very much. It reminds me of a Steve Hartman report that he did for us after the Las Vegas shooting. It's now no longer shocking when we see these. Steve Hartman in his piece said, I'll never forget this, pray, mourn, repeat. We keep hearing this over and over again, and nothing changes. And you look at New Zealand with Jacinda at 38, the Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, changed the laws immediately and shut it down. Nothing changes.
Well, I'm glad the training at least helped with the first responding and the other kids knowing what to do. And now the heroes becoming the story more in the aftermath of these than the forgotten shooter who will be lost to history, even though creating this awful, awful situation.
But the tag that David ended on, you know, F whatever, you know, people who survived are now saying thoughts and prayers are not enough. We need more. We'll see.